Hello everyone, welcome to Dimensional Tarot. This is Pastel Path. My name is Emily. Dimensional Tarot is the combination of Enneagram, a personality, which is a personality system, and tarot cards, which makes for an explosion of interpretability. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, rising. Don't be afraid to like, share, and subscribe. You can schedule a reading or tutoring if you're interested in this form of tarot by scheduling at pastelpath.com, or you can always reach out to me at hello@pastelpath.com. There's more information in the description. I highly recommend taking the Enneagram test. It is super insightful. And with that, we're going to begin. All right. Before I dive into the 9-point dimensional tarot spread, I like to pull some overall oracle energies. We have a moon, a chakra, and a spirit totem. Under our moon energy, we have release. This could signify a time of letting things go, finding the things to let go, trying to transform into a new version of self, but we need to close the chapter in order to do that. Let's take a look at our overall chakra. Love, our heart chakra. We have kindness, benevolence, sharing, receiving, giving, loving with our whole heart. That is a very beautiful energy. I always love to see that little puppy. Now we have black bear of guardian. Oh, gentle and wise protector. Give me your confidence and power. Help me to protect the ones I love. Awaken my intuition and guide me. To begin with the Dimensional Tarot part of the spread, we're first going to look at the Peacemaker. The Peacemaker, they don't like to rock the boats. They prefer their puttering Sunday patterns and their sweatpants. Ooh, we get the Chariot though. That's something interesting. The Peacemaker also is the crown of our spread, so this energy permeates throughout the rest of the spread. So we get quite the energetic oomph from the Chariot. There's something here that's awakened the Peacemaker. Now it can take, they're not lazy, absolutely not lazy, but for them to take action for a cause, it's not 100% a departure, but it can take a real rallying to move the Peacemaker, because they just don't want to harm others. So they spend a lot of time in contemplation, thinking about their actions and the repercussions of their actions, and trying to put group harmony first. But within that, there's something that's awakened in the challenger. I mean, the Peacemaker holding this Chariot. And the Chariot is no holds bars. We are going forward, moving forward. You put the most astute military person at the seat of the challenger, because they can break through and lead the army in the ways that it needs to go. This is a lot of energy. This is everybody. Let's go. This is like 8 of Wands. Major Arcana, so it's Vominos. Everybody, let's go. We are doing this. We are doing it now. It takes discipline, determination. Ooh, we have something heavy weighing on the Reformer. The Reformer is the most justice-oriented part of ourselves, spiritually-oriented part of ourselves. They can see the world in kind of a black and white way, due to this predisposition to wanting to be good, to wanting to leave things better than when they found it, and to fix things that they see as not as wrong, as disharmonious. So there's something weighing on the challenger, some heavy there's something weighing on the Reformer here, a heavy burden, something that you're having to endure and carry through, but you're awakened. We'll have to see more connecting energies to see what is weighing on the Reformer. The High Priestess here is in the helper slot, so there's an inner knowing with the High Priestess. She is our intuition. She is our spiritual self. She is that voice calling out from the inky blackness to guide you down your path. There's something here in the helper. The helper gives. The helper gives and gives and gives until they break and they don't understand why giving doesn't feel good anymore. But a healthy helper These are boots on the ground, absolutely. These are the firefighters and psychologists, therapists, and the helpers. They are the people Mr. Rogers talked about. uh, it's a lovely part of the heart. It's a lovely human to be, because they absolutely, like, if you wish you had a parent, you wish you had a helper parent, because they are there to guide you and make wonderful, wonderful teachers. The high priestess here, there's an inner knowing. Maybe this has charged you, but maybe this is a form of guilt here at the Ten of Wands, this heaviness. There's something that you see internally, but maybe you're not able to act upon it. Woo! We get the Nine of Swords next. Nine of Swords in the Achiever slot. So there's something weighing heavily on the mind. The Achiever is very driven, very determined, does not like to be dissuaded from their goals, and from these vindications that they earn themselves by bringing these trophies home. Financial or physical trophies and awards and accolades and the promotion and all those things that can signify success. Maybe there's something here you wish to do, but you can't do it. Maybe there's something you wish to do and it weighs heavily on your consciousness because there's something intuitive to you that you desire and you wish to do. We have judgment here. Maybe this is external judgment that you are having. You're having this judgment. This is the individualist. The individualist is very melodramatic. They don't mean to be. They just have flair. They are creative and romantic. They live with a story, a justification, a story for why they are the way that they are, and the justifications and reasonings for it. And they can become entrapped in this narrative. So maybe there's judgment on a narrative that's weighing heavily on the reformer. Maybe these are chains. These feel like chains that have bound you. But there's something calling you to step away from this, but this is giving you quite the tizzy in your Achiever. So maybe there's something you have to, maybe for some people, your heart is being called to do something, but it would radically transform aspects maybe of the finances of your working world. And you're wrestling with, who am I without this? If I decide to take this path, but there's judgment here in the individualist. Who am I going to be with this that I am wrestling with? What is it that I need to release and bring the love in? There's the guardian of Black Bear. Maybe you represent the gentle and wise protector itself, and there's something you wish to do that your heart is propelling you towards, that something inside of us says, this is unreasonable, don't do it. But maybe you're wrestling with a version of self that says this is unreasonable because of a fear, something we need to release. We have the moon here. There's unknown. This is the inky darkness, the mystical night, the envelopment of the dream state within us. The moon, it represents the ethereal, the nighttime, the dream state. Maybe we're stepping into an unknown. We don't know what this departure that we're feeling strongly drawn towards will cause. But we're waiting in anticipation. We have the loyalist here. Loyalist, they can become, I apologize. The moon. This is our mind state. This is the investigator. The investigator is kind of like the big geek. Whatever you nerd out about, that is where this is held. They love the why, the answers, the deeper ponderings, and the philosophical questionings. These can really, really engage the investigator. So when we have maybe our mind space in an unknown place, we are moving to an unknown place. We can't fathom what these next steps are. So we're trapped in this maybe like a void state. And because maybe there's fear of things feel insecure by making this decision, and so we don't quite know what's coming for us, and this can really drive the Achiever insane because they're not able to plan, they're not able to do the things. So this decision You're wrestling with it because it's going to force you to, it's making you wrestle with what defines you. Who am I? Who am I? What version of self do I need to release to achieve this thing that I am desiring, or to grow in the ways that I need to grow? We have the Three of Wands here. This represents kind of a waiting energy. In the Ace of Wands, we find our inspiration. In the Two of Wands, we make our plans. In the Three of Wands, we set our ships to sail, and then we are waiting. What comes back on the horizon after this journey is over, and what's awaiting for me at the next bend? This is the Loyalist. So there's a light. You're holding your candle, and you're waiting maybe for the payoff here. There's something, maybe love here at the heart chakra. There's something that you're seeing that the Loyalist is holding out hope for, even though it drives the achiever insane. They're wrestling with it, not getting a good night's sleep, mental anguish, mental woe. But the Peacemaker, there's an inner triangle formed here. These energies are connected, and so there's something that you're feeling driven to do. You can't accomplish it, but you're waiting for the next step. Maybe this is an anticipatory state. We have the Three of Swords, the Enthusiast. The Enthusiast is the most spontaneous part of our heart. They hold the whimsical, the adventure. There's a mountain and a stream, and we must go explore. And the Three of Swords, we hold heartbreak. So maybe there's something you're giving up in order to accomplish this thing, or something has broken the heart. The Ten of Wands connects to the Enthusiast, so the Reformer connects to the Enthusiast, the Ten of Wands to the Three of Swords. Maybe this unknowing is causing a level of fear, apprehensions. This could be reminding you of previous circumstances where things weren't as you desired them to be. They were not good times. And so maybe there's something here that's reminiscent of that. So maybe by taking this choice, taking this step, you might put yourself back in that situation. But there's something that your intuition is calling you, telling you, maybe this time it could be different. But you're trying to ascertain as to whether or not maybe you're ready. If this is a relationship, I say take time for you. Definitely don't rush into things. Give yourself the love and nurturing that you deserve. Release an old version of self who no longer is here. That person no longer serves us because that's not who we need today. That's not who we are today. We have Justice here in the Challenger. There's something here calling for vindication. The Challenger is the champion of the underdog. Often they had to hoist on a suit of armor at a very young age and protect themselves. And because they protected themselves, it can be hard to let others in. So maybe there's this vulnerability issue we need to wrestle with. There could be something in the heart of this Challenger that's been ignited, especially with this Chariot energy. A heavy burden which you wish to bring restitution to, even though because it does break your heart, and it does leave you feeling as if experiences are like, tainted, or you can't achieve what you desire. There's energy here that signifies not a stuckness, but a confusion. But you're wanting to bring harmony to this. I think self-work is always good. Introspective work is always good. Inner child work can always be beautiful and healing. Never discount traditional therapeutic resources. Those resources can be invaluable in conjunction with self-exploration. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our unconscious. Ooh, we have the Queen of Wands. There's a feistiness. There's a fire. There is a queen wanting to come out subconsciously. She is here. She is reigning. She holds the reins of the Chariot. But she's filled with doubt and heartbreak and burden. And she must bring love and release to the situation. Hone herself as if she is the black bear. To protect those that she loves, awaken their intuition, and feel the guidance that's necessary to get you through this. This can feel a little heavy right here. And so I want you to bring as much love in as possible. Let the healing light come in. We have attraction as our first unconscious moon energy. If this is a relationship and it has occurred before, there is an attraction. There is a spark there. Don't discount it because you feel it. It's there. But always try to put yourself first. There's an inner intuition here. Maybe things that you're avoiding, truths that you're not recognizing about this person, that I feel like if this is a relationship, please don't go back to it. I don't like this person. I don't like the way that they made you feel in the past. I want to see you as you, the Queen of Wands. This puts you in a tizzy. And I think you're trying to find your empowerment again, and you can do so. I think we just need to focus on the self. Give the self the love and the healing that's necessary. Give yourself that protection. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that time to release. As an unconscious, for our chakra, we have sound, we have our throat chakra. This is communication, music, silence, rhythm, vibration. Get yourself into vitality. Get yourself into a state where you are speaking, you are communicating. Use music, listening to it, playing it, in order to feel deeper feelings, especially if you feel attracted to music in that regard. Because some things, they are hard to communicate. They are hard to say. But with music, we can feel it in a different way. We can communicate it in a different way. So maybe build yourself some empowering playlist to get you through this time as well. Sound baths are beautiful ways to really engage with sound and healing. I'm going to take a look at the unconscious spirit totem. We have Hawk, Messenger. Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the sign. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. Beautiful. I really enjoy that for you. I think it comes with this message of release. Release so that we can ascend to the version of self we're trying to be. And there is temptation. But I think there's a lot of self-work that needs contended with in order to heal this energy before we can think about taking others in or allowing others in. So we can get a feasible grasp on the self. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This has been our time together. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out at pastelpath.com or hello@pastelpath.com. I hope you had a wonderful time. If you need any more information, feel free to check out that description box below. All right. Thank you.